Hello, says we're live. I realized that one of my first things that I do, I don't know if it's instinct or what, but it may just be habit at this point. But as soon as I say hello, I then apply chapstick to my lips, which makes not a whole lot of sense if you are wanting to have like this engaging conversation right off the bat to like hook people in. No, I'm over here like making weird shapes with my mouth and putting wax on my lips, which is hilarious, but just happens that way. My hair is very floofy today, so it's probably going to go up before too long. Just because that's how it goes. So some days. I'm hoping, yes, the date is correct. Devin's day is not ruined. I made sure, although I don't think you can tell from this camera focus, but I almost put the 8 upside down because it does have one of those like not perfectly symmetrical 8s. So the top is a little bit smaller, and I almost put it upside down, but I caught that. So hooray for small successes. I'm hoping that I get a lot done today. I think was it last Friday that I got so much done. So I'm hoping that is a trend that continues for today, and that I get boatloads done and ready to work more with. So, but that's for during the sprints. How are we doing? Are we good? It is it's supposed to get kind of cold tonight, like close to Canada temperatures tonight. Warm, I should say, maybe like full sun Canada winter. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to get cold tonight. I think I heard yesterday on the radio they're supposed to get down to like 15 maybe tonight. So I'm not exactly thrilled about that. So I'll just like wear an extra pair of socks tonight and probably then get to sweating, because that's how it is. Either way, if it only goes down to 20, I'll take that too. So, oh no, poor Devin, 8 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Oh no, that's so cold, Devin. That's so cold. Goodness gracious. And also, you said howdy. And Kaya said heya. Howdy and heya and hello, all the greetings, salutations. CB says, hello, you're having dinner right now. Excellent, good. Ooh, cheese garlic bread. That sounds lovely. That sounds amazing. Maggie said, hello, lovelies. Hello, Maggie, how are you? And Kai is updating some of your older articles today. Okay. How are you coming on your World Ember for January? Are you close to your goal? Because we are now on the 28th, so that means you get a couple more days to go. So are you on track, or are you maybe going to be extending it into February? Let us know how you're doing. And Cool Gamer, hello again. Welcome back. And writer Sam Wicker, hello, hello. Been a while since you've been here, but glad to be back again. We're glad you're back as well. And I saw that you were taking over Barrett's channel. I think it was yesterday. Unfortunately, I was trying to deal with driver's license renewal, tag renewal, all that kind of stuff. So I was occupied. So that was where we said the date is correct. Yay! And Maggie says, you just watched a very interesting video from the history guy on rum runners and the birthday of the U.S. Coast Guard. Interesting. So I guess those based on the sort of like piling all of these things together, I'm guessing that the rum runners had something to do with the U.S. Coast Guard being born. So cool. Did not know that. But it makes a lot of sense if that is the case. It makes a lot of sense. Charlie, hey, welcome, Charlie. How are you? Hope you're doing well on this day. And JV reads fantasy for all ages. Hello. You're planning to read Ender's Game for a bit and then editing some essays. Nice. Sounds like a plan. Inuel writes books. Hello all. You need this stream today. Happy writing, and don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please. That would help. Maggie says, hello, Charlie. How's my favorite world builder? Indeed. And Maggie and Inuel are feeling the same about needing the stream and hoping that we all have a good writing session. And so Maggie says, hello, Tugwaddle, that guy with all the links. And Inuel says hi to Maggie. That's where we're discussing the temperature. Hello, BA. How are you? You're doing a quick website update. You might do a short blog post, a couple of photo editings, and then writing. Excellent. Sounds like you have a to-do list, but hopefully we'll be able to check all of them off. And Maggie says it was 11 degrees Fahrenheit last night, but it's already 40 degrees so far. What is it? It's 46 at the moment here. I have a little cloud with a red exclamation point on it on my computer dashboard. So that's how my computer feels about it. So hellos all around. Yes, Sam says hello to Maggie and Inuel says hi back to Sam and to Charlie. And Maggie says hello to B.A. Pascal. Shannon is here. Good morning. Hello, how are you? And Maggie says, I will send you some of our heat wave. Yeah, only in colder climates can you really describe 40 degrees Fahrenheit as a heat wave. The cheese garlic bread is gross. Oh no! So you're going to go zap some microwave fries. Okay. Hopefully the microwave fries will be much better than gross bread. So the takeover was a lot of fun. Good. Yes. Well, luckily I was doing most of it online, but I still had to go through their registration website, which is a whole different. It's like a different line essentially. Just you hope that it's infinitely faster, and it pretty much was. So, but still, Morgan is here. Hello. Welcome. And Becca is here. Hello. How are you? And Kai says, I'd prefer not to say, whether or not you're done or not. Definitely extending it into February as you had a busy start to the year. That's fair enough. However, what you have done has been very useful. Excellent. Good. Charlie says hello to Inuel and to Maggie. Have I read the card yet? No, I have not. But I have it in front of me, so we can get to that in just a moment. So Maggie says the Coast Guard actually existed before the current Navy. Yes, I think I remembered that. And becoming the line in the waves against smuggling cemented the Coast Guard as its own branch of service. Gotcha. Charlie says today is a weird day. Yes, that's right, because today is your anniversary. 'Tis your hubby's and yours 25th anniversary. Congrats. Just doesn't feel right. How has it been that long? Yes, sometimes time just speeds by, doesn't it? And then you look up and how did that happen? But congratulations on 25 years to you and the hubby. And that's amazing. And Maggie says, excellent interview with Barrett yesterday. Yes. And Becca says, I got the whale in your little deck. Acknowledge your mission, trust your path, and become your chosen destiny. Ooh, okay. So Becca got the whale, and for the stream, we have the ant. Sorry, I should have done my warning. Insects on the screen in 3, 2, 1. So we have the ant spirit. And it's time to collaborate is the main message for the ants. Teamwork is the dream work. Getting things done, making sure that you take inspiration from others, make sure that you work with others, making sure that there is an effort to communicate is important. But also just authortube in general is always a good card for this particular card, because authortube in general, we are each helping each other write. We are giving each other ideas, discussing how do you say things? How do you explain things? Does anybody know about this? So yeah, I think authortube and the ant card go hand in hand a lot of times. So it's a very good card to have. So between the whale of Becca's deck and the ant for the stream, I think we have a very good very good session in front of us, which is awesome. Okay, where were we? Okay, so Shannon is on board with the whale, and so Shannon is going with the whale theme for today. Good. And okay. Kai says that's amazing to Charlie for the 25-year anniversary. Yes. Sam says thanks to Maggie. Maggie says hello to Becca. Maggie wants to know how Kai is. Sam says happy anniversary, Charlie. Maggie says happy anniversary, Charlie and Sir Brian. And B.A. Pascar says happy anniversary to Charlie. And Kai says, you're good, having a bit of a rest week. How have you been? And Yuel says happy anniversary. I just tried to shorten that to just happy versary, which, I mean, you know, maybe that would be more appropriate for a book of poems when that comes out, because it's like happy anniversary, happy birthday, but it's verses. So happy versary would be a very appropriate thing to say for either the launch or the like year date of a book of poems. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted. Isabella, hello, welcome. And, you know, I don't think I have examined your cute little kitty under the Christmas tree. It's adorable. There we go. I think that was the theme I had. Becca says, hi, Maggie. And to Shannon, right? You needed to hear it as well. Yes, exactly. Maggie says, busy but struggling with stroke symptoms. Oh, no. I hope this is in jest, in humor, but I hope you feel better. Goodness. Sam says, never thought you'd say this, but the card makes Ant looks cute. Yes, they do. They have little bits of crowns of some sort. But I'm not entirely sure. The crowns are different. But either way. The ant and the whale go so well together. They do. Yes, helping each other make our own destinies. Yes. Peggy says, I just imagined an ant holding up a whale. It might take more than one ant, which is kind of the whole point of the ant card. CB says, okay, I'm back. Yes, his morning workout, for sure. For sure. Charlie says, thank you to everybody who wished you happy anniversary. And Elizabeth is here. Hello. You just woke up from a nap. It was a good one. So you're going to make some tea and ease into writing. Excellent. Sounds like a lovely plan. Maggie said hello to Elizabeth, and so does Isabella. And Kai says to Maggie, the ant holding up the whale image is giving you ideas for your novel. Oh, good. Isabella. So hi to Isabella and Maggie from Elizabeth. And Devin says an ant on steroids. You know, maybe. Just maybe. But since they can lift so much more than their weight anyway, I'm not real sure. I think they have like naturally occurring steroids, just maybe not enough to lift a whale without some additional help. So you have recurring bouts of weakness and vertigo since your stroke. So you're glad you don't have to drive anywhere today. Okay, good. Well, I mean, not good that you have recurring symptoms, but good that you are able to stay home. So CB says, ants are incredible. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun for sure, vertigo. And so my sister-in-law's mother struggles with vertigo, and her doctor has not been able to give her any real assistance. So she generally doesn't like to drive at all, and if she does have to drive, it's definitely not in the dark, because the like neon lights and stuff make it worse. So, but it's also like apparently salt makes it worse. So there's a whole host of things that make it worse, but nothing that really solves it. So ants wear their bones on the outside. They do. Bones on the outside would be another like kind of cool title too. Okay, sorry. I'm still getting very distracted. Y'all can tell that I probably am going to have an unfocused first sprint, which is why we usually do the warm-up sprint so we can get our brains into gear. You hope the symptoms aren't permanent. Me too. Me too. If Triple H was an ant, he'd be able to lift the whale. Maybe. So, oh no. Okay, sadly they are. Brain damage. But it's fine, she said. Yes, the image of it's fine while the world burns around you. Yes, that kind of fine. Alrighty. So, I think we have reached the bottom of the chat. Devin says, start with 75 minutes. No, we're not going to do a 75-minute kickoff sprint because my brain would not handle it. It would not. It would implode. Isabel says, I get vertigo when you lay down sometimes. You always close your eyes and try to help with not feeling like the room is spinning. It works sometimes. Yeah. That's the sometimes is kind of, unfortunately, the only like word that can occasionally, sometimes, rarely. So sometimes is better than rarely. But anyway, okay, words. Let's do the reminders and see if I can get my brain on track. I am going to be working by hand, at least for the first sprint. Hopefully, I will have enough focus that I can either continue to write in my notebook or I'll be able to switch over to the digital. Either way, as long as I'm writing, I'll be happy. So here are your reminders. 1, save your document if you've already been working. If you haven't, now would be a good time to get your document open. 2, make sure that you have something to drink, something to hydrate with. I have a tall glass of water, and make sure that we take a sip or 2 during this first sprint. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check, or give yourself a good arm stretch if you need it. And 4, make sure that if you need a snack or a walk around, you do that. Take care of yourself as we are writing. So here we go. 15-minute warm-up sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was the first sprint. How'd we do? I got done in my planner for the things I did this morning, and then I switched to writing in the other notebook, and I got about half page written. So not terrible, not great, but not terrible. I was doing a little bit of brain shifting, playing in my brain, as it was, because I watched a clip of Stephen Colbert interviewing Keanu Reeves and doing the Colbert questionnaire, those 15 questions that seem sort of random, but kind of are not questions that celebrities typically get during interviews. If you haven't seen them, they're hilarious most times. Anyway, but the last question that Stephen Colbert always asks is, or the last prompt, I should say, because it's not a question, is describe the rest of your life in 5 words. And so sometimes the celebrities will have a sentence, and sometimes they'll just say like 5 things they want. Anyway, I was thinking, as you do in your head, you imagine yourself in the successful state in years to come. Like, how would you answer these questions? At least, you try to think of yourself as like at that point of like, yes, I'm going to get there. Yes, Stephen Colbert will eventually interview me at some point before he retires. So like your window of success must come before that happens. Either way. But I'm so bad at being concise that I'm like, I don't know that I could do that in 5 words. I probably could if I tried, but I'd rather do it in, I don't know, a haiku. And then that was like, oh, could I do a haiku? What would the rest of my life look like in a haiku? And so if you feel like trying, you can either do the 5 words or a haiku, which is the 575 syllable count for each line. So 5 syllables and then 7, then 5, if you need the reminder. And if you want to make it harder on yourself, haikus traditionally have some sort of reference to nature or the season or weather, that kind of thing. But you don't have to make it hard on yourself. All right, took care of the robotic entity, hopefully. So if you want to try this, please do. So I decided that at least for now, my haiku would be playing in my mind, reading and writing all day, creating new worlds. So that would be my haiku. I have not figured out what my 5 words would be. But I like Maggie's. Not dead yet, still scribbling. Yes, I like that. But yeah, so if you feel like doing this prompt, feel free. It was just a bit of entertainment for my brain to try and do that this morning. So that was part of my scribbles, as Maggie calls them. But yes, so it's kind of an entertaining, just like, thinking of the future, what you want to manifest or visualize for yourself in the future, but also like having fun with it, because you have to do it in a concise manner rather than saying, oh, I want XYZ to happen. And, we can't just, speak like normal people. We have to play with it a bit. We don't have to, but you can. Okay, so while you decide if you're going to attempt this prompt and put that in the chat to share or not, let's go back because I saw that we were having some chat. Maggie says, hydrate or dihydrate. I did take at least 1 sip that sprint, but yes. Save the scribbles. Nom the nachos. Yes, you were having loaded nachos for an early lunch. Sounds delicious. But then again, you give me anything with cheese and I'm on board. So Kai says, thanks, CB. You're so terrible at math. You're trying to figure out, oh, this is when we were discussing the times. Yes. And so Elizabeth and Kai were trying to figure CB Googled it. You're useless at maths. You always have been. That's why you weren't allowed to take physics, even though you really wanted to. Oh, interesting. I guess. Yeah, I don't think I did not sign up for physics either. But I think it was because I didn't take the prerequisite class because I chose to go the easier route because I didn't want to take it. So unlike me, CB wanted to take physics and I'm over here going, no thanks. Isabella says you're terrible at it too because you didn't put any effort into math. Yeah. Well, I knew from my older brother that the physics teacher was a local professor who still taught evening, like college level courses. And so he was also the AP physics teacher, which is the advanced placement, which is essentially kind of like a squished, condensed college prep class, but it's done where you take the college prep exam for that subject, and if you get a high enough score on it, then you get college credit. But he taught the high schoolers the same as his entry-level college kids, so he like refused to change the curriculum any. So I knew that was not a class that I wanted to take because I knew my math was not up to snuff. And so yeah, I actively avoided the physics class. Same thing with the anatomy class. I wasn't about to do that either because, again, if we wanted to sign up for anatomy, we had to sign up for the 0-hour class, which was an additional hour of school, but it was before school actually started in the mornings. So you had to get up extra early just to take this science elective. And I was like, no, thanks. I'd rather sleep. So CB says, I tried my best in school. You more than probably have dyscalculia. Yeah. And that is a real thing that a lot of people don't think about. Yeah. Jenna is here. Hello. Welcome. Isabel says, speaking of math, I got to go do that. Yes, do your math homework. Elizabeth accomplished making tea. Excellent. Good job. Which kind of tea are you having today? Stacy says, hello. Hello, Stacy. Sam got some lunch, spilled your water bottle. Oh no, hopefully not near your computer. Cleaned it up, good, and got in a paragraph. Becca says, my computer decided to randomly update in the middle of a sentence. Oh no. You're writing from your phone until it finishes updating. Yes. Save your documents, y'all. Save them. The best accomplishments of making tea. Yes. Maggie says, decided you needed to re-record the work in progress intro to the world building video for what you live streamed yesterday. Your internet hates StreamYard. Oh no. Well, hopefully you can get the re-record done in the next sprint. Elizabeth says, yes, making tea is absolutely a great accomplishment. CB says, the sooner you do it, the sooner you realize you don't have to think about it, and the more you get your math homework done. Yes, and remember to show your work and check your negatives, because that's where I always went wrong, was I would forget a negative. Kai edited one of your main articles. It actually wasn't as bad as you were expecting. Yay! And it gave you another idea for an action scene. Excellent. Shannon got 288 words, and you were closing in on the end. Oh, nice. So exciting. And here is Maggie's 5-word describe the rest of your life prompt. So either 5 words or a haiku, your choice. Not dead yet, still scribbling. I love it. I love it so much. CB, 2,094 words, mostly copy-pasted, but still editing and checking them over. Excellent. Becca loves Maggie's Not Dead Yet, Still Scribbling. Yes. CB says, mine would be no more squandered opportunities here. Oh, I love that too. That's a really good one. BA says, still working on the website update and blog posts. You had to take a break to look at your calendar. That came in the mail today. Oh, nice. You got a new calendar. I love calendars. They're just nice. Except for Devin would say, but you don't love the one in the background enough to change it all the time. I know. I'm sorry. S, apparently. CB says, I was good at science and lousy at math, which is interesting because you need math to do a lot of science. Interesting. Oopsies. Kai says, I got forced to take physics and you hated every second of it. Anytime you are forced to take something, it's never good. And it never winds up being your favorite class. And that's just how it goes. Forced to take biology and hated it. Kai loved biology. You probably weren't forced to take it. Heather, hello. Welcome. How are you? And Barrett is here too. Hey, friends. Hello. How are you? I can't remember if I said that already. Lord. Words. Jenna says, hello to Heather, and how are you? Barrett says, lots of us watching, 26 or so, and only 15 likes. That's okay. You can like it if you want, and you don't have to if you don't want to. Jenna says hi to Barrett, and you're doing okay? Oh, good. Good. Okay, so 5 words for the rest of your life. That is hard. She lived happily ever after. There you go. Love that too. Very nice. How are you? Jenna, says Barrett, and Jenna says, haven't seen you for a while. You're on vacation from work, so you're fabulous. Yay! I love that for you. And okay, so the tea flavor of for Elizabeth is cinnamon, apple, and raisin with honey. Sounds lovely. Yes. On vacation sounds lovely as well. Getting through the to-do list is what Barrett is doing. Stacy just got back from letting the dog out. Okay, so Sam's 5 words for the rest of your life will be published in 2022. There you go. But then once 2022 is done, you're going to have a new 5 words. Math makes everything easier. Yes. So JV reads, send emails for the sprint. You're planning to listen to Ender's Game on the next one. Excellent. To-do list is getting accomplished then. CB says, you were good at arithmetic, but trigonometry, geometry, algebra, calculus, and the rest, not so much. Whereas I actually, once I got the patterns of things down, algebra was actually kind of fun for me. Geometry and spatial relations is not my strong point. It's not. So hence the reason I have the whole model of my room and my furniture, so I can do it on paper before I actually do it in real life. That way, if I mess it up, I can just move the paper back around rather than the whole room. It's fine. That could be for the rest of the year. 5 words for the rest of the year if you want. Maggie says, you hated history but got a minor degree in anthropology. Memorizing places and dates is boring, but the cultures make things interesting. I would agree with that. Yes. I definitely agree with that. Stacy says, I liked, but now I've just gotten on with... Okay, but it is a good reminder. Yes, okay. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. Jenna says, you really need to work from home full time. That's what your vacation is telling you, is that you need to be in your home space. Kai says, I was actually pretty good with algebra, but I think it's because you used letters and your brain preferred that. Well, there you go. Equations, not so much. Gotcha. Okay. So again, if you feel like doing this prompt, describing the rest of your word in either, describing the rest of your life in either 5 words or in the form of a haiku, there is that prompt. And then we have our self-promo time is the sprint. Have we only done, yes, we've only done 1 sprint so far. Lord, y'all, I need to not talk so much. I need to not talk so much. Okay, but here we go. So 2nd sprint is always is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you would like to promote for yourself, now is the time to do so. So if you have a YouTube channel, if you have an Amazon author page, if you have writerly social medias that you want to share, or if you have a new blog post or a new video specifically that you want to share and promote, now is the time to do that. Bonus points and gold stars to you if it is writing adjacent. Yes. So yes, Devin, the dawdling sprinter. Yes. I dawdle everywhere. This is why I chose this username for myself. So those are your promo reminders. And now you have your sprint reminders, which is save the documents, sip whatever you're supposed to be hydrating with, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check, and make sure that if you need a snack or a walk around, you do that. Those are your 4 reminders. Here we go with a 25-minute Pomodoro sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! how was that? I got distracted. My brain did not have staying power for what? Oh, those are my gloves in the background there. I'm like, what is that? It's my gloves for when I go driving. I had put them in my glove box, but then when it was really cold, like and it was a short drive for wherever I was going, my fingers didn't get warm by the time I reached my destination. So I brought them in so I could put them in my purse. Either way, whatever. Distractibility is very evident today. However, I'm still playing around with some ideas for that new story and the connections between the characters and our potential arsonist. So playing around with ideas for that story, as well as thinking about Chimera Moon and some stray things that I want to weave in there. So while I was thinking about those, I went ahead and I sketched out the calendar for February. So, which just involved spacing, a highlighter, and washi tape. That is all I have done thus far. But yeah, so I've got that. I had thought that I was going to do a combo of 2 different colored highlighters, but then by the time I did 2 coats of this one, it was fine. Because I wanted them to relatively match the sort of aqua color that's on the washi tape. So it's slightly more green, and yeah, that's a more accurate lighting on it. So either way, it's kind of close. So kind of close, it'll work. But yeah, that's what I did that sprint. Was I worked in my brain as I did something else. Okay, let me scroll back up and look for the first promo, which I think CB had this time. Okay, so again, if you did not do the self promo in the chat, now is your chance to do so while I am going through the comments and reading those. So CB says, I have 33 1/3 stories up on Archive of Our Own, and you are premiering a new video on YouTube tomorrow at 3 p.m., which is the UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern, you think. Yes. And Maggie says, who wants their channel shared? CB says, I strongly advise double checking the time difference. I think that's right. I could be wrong, but I think it's right. Inuel says, me please, which I think Maggie has already gotten. 5 hours difference rather than 3. Was that 3 in my brain? 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that was 6 hours. Why did I think 3? Probably just because it said 3 p.m. Okay, Elizabeth says, you thought history was okay in high school, but yeah, too much memorizing dates and not much else, but ended up taking a bachelor's degree in history at university because there you focus on what causes something to happen and what the consequences can be. So much more interesting when you have that perspective. Yes, agreed. So here is Inuel Writes Books YouTube channel link. Thank you for that, Maggie. And Devin says, hashtag Tom Waddle, that mum with all the links. Yes, support Inuel. Yay. Oh no. So we had another robotic entity. Did we smoosh that one? Yes, Devin smooshed it. Okay, so here is, yes, that guy with all the links, Tug Waddle, Devin's. And so here is Devin's link tree, which has links to everything that Devin has internet-wise. Nikki is here. Hello, hello. And here Devin has a link to Maggie's Amazon author page. And Heather says, everybody make sure you hit the like button. That would be much appreciated, but not necessary. You can hit the dislike button too, because that counts as an interaction, you know, one way or the other. And now that nobody can see the dislike ratio anymore, I'm like, who cares? Maggie says, Elizabeth writes, there's the link. And Maggie says, here's Sam's link. And here is Heather's editing YouTube channel link. Thank you to the Maggie. Thank you. Thank you. Here is Charlie's YouTube channel. Thank you. And here is Jenna Writes a Romance YouTube channel. Maggie, that mom with all the links. Yes. And Maggie says, thanks to Devin. Here is Stacy's YouTube channel. Here is JV Reads Fantasy for All Ages channel. Here is Barrett Laurie's channel. Here is Kaya's channel. Here is Becca's channel. Here is B.A. Pascar's channel. And Shannon's channel. And Isabella's channel. Link parade, indeed. Indeed. Here is CB's channel. And Maggie says, and me for all the things, hashtag Hold My Latte 2022, and your work in progress tags. And there is the link for that. Yes. Thank you for providing this. This is HK Darkwood's link, which is where we get all of those awesome timers that she puts up a new theme timer about every Sunday. So, yes, they are awesome. Devin has provided Nikki's channel. I think we got them all. Team Waddle. Yes. Thank you indeed. And yes, the blinky things and the robotic entities. Make sure you save. So thank you for Devin and Maggie to do all of those. And Yul says, I hate the gremlins. It happened to you twice yesterday. Yes, stupid gremlins. B.A. Pascara now has the website updated. Hooray! So we can go and see all the new things. Excellent. Jen, I got 447 words. That's not a meh. That's an awesome 447 words. Elizabeth read through the next chapter in draft 1 in order to see what needs to change in draft 2. Team Waddle indeed. And Jenna made a huge cup of coffee. Excellent. That's worth some words. CB got 156 words that time. Excellent. Nikki is editing today. All right. Making the story better. Jenna says, hey, Maggie, how are you? And writer Sam Wicker. 255 and some Duolingo lessons. Nice. Yeah, I have not used Duolingo myself, but I have seen all of the memes and the jokes about Duolingo sending you all kinds of notifications and emails when you were not paying attention to them. Heather says, I got a lot of reformatting done for a bit of your book that you're sharing with a critique partner. Excellent. Jenna says, hi to NUL and PA. CB says, I had to take a panini test yesterday because you've been coughing a lot. It was negative. Okay, good. Good. Kai wants to know what language Sam is learning with Duolingo. And NUL says, to Jenna, how are you? Long time no see. Sam is learning Spanish for now and hoping to learn Japanese next. Japanese is fun. And for me, one of the best things about it was that it was not a Latin-based system. Once you got into the hiragana and the kanji, I did not have to worry about messing up my own spelling because of conjugation, whether or not I was conjugating in Spanish or in French or in English. Learning Spanish and learning French messed up my spelling so bad. And I still have issues sometimes. So as a second language, I prefer something that has a different writing system. That way I don't have to mess up my own English conjugations. Because English is already like this piggledy-wiggledy, like, amalgamation of, it's a chimera of a language. In all honesty, it's just this like ball of stuff mashed together. And so it's no good if I am trying to learn another Latin-based language, because I mess up my spelling so bad when I do that. So as much as I appreciate and wish I could speak Spanish much more fluently, I don't want to sacrifice my English spelling. That's very selfish of me, I know. But that's kind of my reasoning in my brain for why I prefer different writing systems. Kai says, one of your characters was annoying you to be written. You got a paragraph done with that. Excellent. And now back to the articles. Good. Second chapter of When Love Comes to Town is up on Archive of Our Own, and I'm finishing chapter 3. Nice. Jenna caught the tail end of Inguel's stream yesterday. It wasn't enough time, but you are doing well. Excellent. Time zone math. Yes. Okay, so Kai is learning hiragana and katakana at the moment in preparation for Japanese. You're currently trying to get more fluent in Korean first. The Korean writing system is the most logical writing system because they created it after they examined both the Chinese writing system and the hiragana way of doing the Chinese and the Japanese. They like looked at those, analyzed them, and was like, we're going to make something more logical. And so Korean is actually like one of the most logical and easy to read systems once you figured it out, which is interesting. Jenna wants to know how BA is doing, and Becca is working on some screenplays. EA. Sam says nice to Kai. And BA says to Jenna, doing well. Hope all is going well with you as well. The Revised Writer, hello, hello. You have live streams tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday. Come join you at the Revised Writer. And Charlie says, the hubby and I will be doing a special anniversary Valheim stream tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern on Twitch under CE Dorset, if anybody wants to hang out with you and some friends. Friday night fun. Jenna is doing good. You get to write full-time for the next few days, which is a win. Yes, it is. Shannon got 410 words and got a pot of cheddar broccoli soup started for dinner. Ooh, yummy. Jenna agrees with me. CB says, the gremlins in the movies are cute. Computer gremlins are not. Yes. Noelle is doing good. Glad you caught some of it. Trying to schedule an evening stream. Have you heard anything from Tessa? I have not heard anything from Tessa yet. So hoping we do hear back soon. JV reads Fantasy for All Ages, says listen to chapter 10 of Ender's Game. 5 chapters left and an epilogue, but the chapters are really long. See, we tried Duolingo, but you find you learn better from textbooks. Gotcha. Heather says I offer line editing, copy editing, and proofreading for the independent authors and publishers. And here's the link for that at heatherdewypetechta.wordpress.com. Maggie says, you are making a video for the live stream you did yesterday. Tessa is on a break. There's a lot going on with her upcoming move and just life in general. She's okay. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad that Jenna was able to hear back from me. Okay. Kai says, turn on all the notifications. Okay. You turn the notifications off for Duolingo because it's ridiculous. Gotcha. Your youngest said Duolingo was stalking her. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of notifications apparently. Okay. The idea of making a video terrifies me, which is why I still have last year's welcome video up on my channel, because it just takes a lot. Here's your Etsy shop. Greeting cards and art for writers and lovers of fantasy and sci-fi. You second guess your spelling all the time now. Yes, and Duolingo does stalk you. Yes. Maggie suggests to Jenna, you don't have to appear on camera. You can just put audio with images. Yes. It would be a huge learning curve. Yeah, the editing part is the longest part for me, is like learning how to do that. CB says, I would love to learn Japanese, but you have enough trouble with reading music, so you don't know if you'll be able to do it, even though you are good at languages. I think it's fun. So I would say go for it, but that's just me. But I'm slightly biased, just slightly. Hope she moves soon so she can relax. But yes, indeed. Give it a try. It's not so bad. You used Busu, and they teach it through picture association, which really helps. Oh, no, I have the Genki textbooks, which, hang on. These are, I had to buy new ones because I lent mine to a friend who was going to go to Japan for a vacation, and then I never got back. So I have the Genki 1. I had the Genki 2 and 3 as well, but I got rid of them at some point. So they have just little short lessons, and they've got little cartoons for the dialogue and the scenarios. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, so I have the Genki textbooks. And I also make my own flashcards for them because that's just how I do. So computer gremlins have been a little too active today. Yes, agreed. You just got an email that you have a college interview coming up next week. You officially have 2 interviews happening next week. Yay! That's exciting. It's really exciting, but yes, I feel this emoji of like, yay, but also like maybe some anxiety in there as well. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm very glad to hear that Tessa is okay. Just stressed. Yeah. Moving is very, very stressful. Yes. Kanji is hard when the apps don't let you adjust the font size and you have bad eyes. This is true. This is very true. Yeah. And also, I at one point had the keyboard extension, I think is the right word, the keyboard extension for Google Chrome that would let you like type in kanji and hiragana, or you could switch to katakana, but that was, I couldn't wrap my brain easily around how to switch back and forth between regular keyboard and Japanese keyboard. So like I didn't enjoy that part. So the worst. Yes, moving. You haven't started on kanji yet. That's one of the things that Genki is nice for, is because it does introduce you to a few of the basic kanji. Of course, by the time you're done with Genki 1, you're still like not really on even the level of like kindergarten yet, but because I think the average kindergarten / first grade knows like 1,000 kanji already. I can't remember if that's the right number, but I think it's somewhere around there. Sam says, congrats. You've picked up your Spanish again because you might be going on family vacation to Spain in August. Ooh, nice. Heather says, by the way, I'm adding new things to my Etsy shop next week. There will be dragons. Oh, nice. Stevie says, I'm going to start going to the library more often. Yes. Maggie has the same reactions. Dragons. Yes. That's why you're scared to set your keyboard to Hangul in case you can't work out how to switch back. Yeah. I need to go and like watch a video on how to set it up again, because I can't remember now that I've not had it for a while and switched laptops. And so maybe they'll have an easier recommendation for like how to switch back and forth. Either way, I've been talking for what feels like forever. So let's do another sprint. All right, so don't forget to save if you've been working, and 2, make sure you take another sip of whatever it is we're supposed to be hydrating with. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for a posture check, or give yourself a big old stretch. 4, make sure that if you need a break or a walk around or a snack, you take care of that. All right, let's do this. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Saved by the bell. I was about to do something without having done it in pencil first. So saved by the bell. It probably won't get messed up now. So there you go. I continued to work on the February calendar and sort of like goal / to-do list. So I've gotten the month layout pretty much done the way I want it to. I'm just going to create a little section at the bottom for March dates. That way I can make notation of things as they come up before I like create the spread in here. I mean, I'll most likely just use my actual like predated calendar for like notating things, but certain things I do keep in my Bujo. So I have enjoyed doing the 1 line a day, but this was essentially like the only real thing I had for January was just that, because I have the regular planner. So my January is pretty minimal, and I kind of enjoyed that because I did most of my to-do work in the planner, my predated planner. So we will see if I can continue that. I might add an additional sort of like tracker of some sort for February. But yeah, not too bad. I think I updated my book log yesterday. I have a couple things I still need to go back and update for sort of like the stuff at the beginning of the year that I didn't actually fill out, like my social media numbers, just in case I want to track those later. Either way, I am pretty pleased with the February layout thus far. So not a wasted sprint in terms of like I got something done. And as always, as I'm focusing on this kind of like just getting these created, I'm also thinking about those stories of mine. So all right, how'd we do? Let's see, CB says, I would love to write a fanfic in Spanish, but I don't know if you could do that now. Well, you could always make that your goal. Revised Writer says, debating if the next sprint should be words or planning. Well, I did planning, so yeah, this is typically, I usually do from 1 to 3 p.m. So that will have been the last sprint for me today. This sprint, gotcha. The one that we just did. You love the owl bookmark that's up on Heather's Etsy shop. Nice. Yes. My Monday, Wednesday, Friday sprints are from 1 to 3, and then my Sunday sprints are from 2 to 5. That's how that works. You can make a tutorial video on how you do simple videos. There you go. That might be a good thing to do. And there is the most helpful link, Devin's playlist. Heather would love to see Maggie's tutorial. You're still working on a lot of technical aspects of making certain kinds of videos. Excellent. Elizabeth says, I got grand plans of writing loads today, but the book Red, White, and Blue, Royal Blue beckons. Nice. CB got 652 that time. Excellent. Jenna says, what are your videos about, Maggie? Well, you should check out Maggie's channel because they're cool and fun. Kai says, this character is still calling me to write him, so I think you're going to get some scenes drafted today. Nice. Jenna got 343 this time, but you blame the needy cat. The cat is there to take the blame, but also there to be a distraction. Yes. Your Spanish is really rusty. It happens. BA says, got some photos edited. Excellent. Everything but writing has been checked off the list now. Well, that means that all you have left to do today then is the writing, which is awesome. Sam was so distracted that sprint, you think you did a little bit of everything except for write. Yeah. It was a distracted day for me as well. So you went with planning and organizing, need to get focused, so first steps is it is. Yes, and that is sometimes all we can do. Alrighty, so I got a little bit of writing done. I got some planning done. I got some of February set up. I still have to decide what I'm going to do with the cover page for February, but I do like that sort of aqua green and pink theme. It's got a little bit of gold and magenta as well. So I might choose those sort of 4 colors as my color scheme for whatever it is I'm going to do for the cover page. So yeah, got that done. And now I can either go ahead and go write for another 2 hours with some of the streams that are in Devin's playlist, and then join Charlie and Brian for Valheim anniversary fun times on Twitch for the evening. So that's the plan as of now. So hopefully all of that will get done. You edited an essay for the spread. Excellent, JV Reads. Nice. And so close to being done with hashtag writer reading of Ghost with Cats. Nice. Excellent. All right. I have Sunday's stream. I almost said scream. Sunday's stream is already scheduled, but I will probably go ahead and schedule the rest of next week's just to make sure I stay off of Devin's naughty list. And I will see y'all in the chats, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to save. Go ahead and save before you leave, and I will see y'all later. Bye.